Ladies and gentlemen, I do not wish to alarm you, but we have finally made it to day 10. That's right, baby, we're now in double digits! Yes! I'm going to do a little celebratory shot to commemorate the occasion there. Bottoms up, ladies and gents. I tell you, that's definitely sour, that. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, I've got a little mission for you. Share this video about, try and get the channel to 100 subscribers before we make it to day 30. And if we manage to hit 100 subscribers by then, I will have a shot of straight vodka in my glass of milk. I am gonna regret saying that. Well, I hope I regret saying that. The only way I will regret saying that is if you subscribe. So do it. If you want to see me in pain, just do it. Just do it. Just go down there, hit that subscribe button. Fucking kill me.
Hello and welcome back to the Movies and Milk 30 Day Film Challenge. Today both myself and Michael will be discussing and defending our respective selections for the films that we believe to be among some of the most underrated films of all time. Today I'm going to be talking about Sofia Coppola's masterpiece Lost in Translation. Lost in Translation is written and directed by Sofia Coppola and it stars Bill Murray and a very young Scarlett Johansson. The film follows Bill Murray, who is now a washed up, has-been Hollywood actor, who is now the biggest face of whiskey promotion via photo shoots and commercials in Tokyo. During the stay at his hotel, he runs into a very young Scarlett Johansson who has recently been married and who has also recently graduated from college, and she is the young bride of a celebrity photographer, hence their purpose for being in Tokyo. What makes this film so special to me personally is that it could have followed all the traits of a typical romantic comedy. However, it completely flips it on its head and it tells the story of a genuine friendship that blossoms between two very completely different people in regards to age, experience and background. I've only seen this film twice now. I actually just watched it recently the other day, and honestly I preferred it so much more the second time around. The film is shot in such a way that it does feel much more like a documentary rather than your sort of typical traits of a romance film. Sofia Coppola's father, who is Francis Ford Coppola, who's responsible for the likes of the Godfather films, Apocalypse Now, his advice to his daughter was to shoot the film in HD, but Sofia completely opted against her father's opinion and decided to shoot the film in film, as she believed shooting with film had a much more romantic energy to it, which is quite ironic considering the film definitely feels much more like a documentary, as I said. And honestly, if you have seen Lost in Translation before, I can honestly say that it isn't a very pretty film. Most of the time the camera is handheld, a lot of the time it's shot in complete darkness and you see a lot of grain. It feels almost as if it is a very impressive student short film. And I guess you can say that that adds to the overall charm of the film. The film also earned Sofia Coppola the Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay. However, it was no secret whatsoever that the majority of this film was ad-libbed. It was actually improvised on set. And so you could argue that that aspect of the film also adds to the charm. Performance-wise, Bill Murray is fantastic in this film. He is your typical Bill Murray character who just plays Bill Murray, but his character is so well recognised in this film and in this setting that it benefits the film greatly. A lot of the comedic moments that are scattered throughout the film is a majority of the time in response to a Bill Murray one-liner. Scarlett Johansson is also fantastic in this film. She's always been a brilliant actress and she only just keeps getting better. But being 17 years old in this film, she still has the awkwardness of a teenager, and you can see that she hasn't quite mastered the artistry of acting yet. Not to mention that the film has one of the greatest endings of all time. Obviously I'm not going to spoil it for you, but if you have seen the film you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm going to call it quits there. I've been rambling on about this film for too long. I could honestly talk about this film until I'm blue in the face, but I won't. Anyway, now it is that time again where I pass you into the very capable hands of Mr. Michael McGorry. Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me just issue out a warning. Never take a shot of apple sewers before you drink milk. So I think film fans know who Richard Linklater is. And if you don't know who he is the director behind masterpieces like Boyhood, the Before trilogy, and also School of Rock, a film starring Jack Black. Now many people would probably think that that's probably the only time that Richard Linklater has worked with Jack Black. Well then you'd be wrong. Because in 2011 the world was graced with a little film called Bernie, the second collaboration between Richard Linklater and Jack Black. This dark comedy based on a true story tells the story of Bernie Tiede, a well-liked small-town mortician who befriends the wealthy and recently widowed Mrs. Nugent, a woman who is not so well liked. She is nasty, she is over-demanding, and she is in fact so unlikable that she brings Bernie to his boiling point. A point that leads to Bernie killing Mrs. Nugent. Again, this is based on a true story. And yeah, it's sad that this film's just flown under the radar, especially now with everyone's obsession with true crime stories. But not only that, I believe this film showcases Black and Linklater at their peak. This may be the only time watching a Jack Black movie where throughout the entire film I didn't see Jack Black. I mean, well, obviously I saw Jack Black, but well, you get what I mean. You get what I mean. His acting was in top form, is what I'm saying. He's obviously very good at playing the likeable, wholesome individual. But as the film goes on, Jack Black actually starts to show his more emotional side. A side that I believe we don't get from Jack Black very often. And not only that, the way that this film is executed as well, the film's about murder. Executed probably isn't the right word to be using. The way that this film is structured, that's better, is very unique. Like I said, this story is based on a true real-life case. And interspliced during the narrative, we get interviews with townsfolk who actually knew Bernie. And the interviews are so well implemented, it doesn't break up the pace at all. Each of the participants are likeable, and they actually made the smart decision to actually integrate them within the film's narrative, interacting with people like Matthew McConaughey and Jack Black and Shirley MacLaine. Like I said, this film is very good, and not enough people are talking about it. Again, especially seeing as everyone's obsessed with true crime stuff nowadays. It's available to watch now on Amazon Prime, at least in the UK, at the moment. You see, that's the thing with streaming services nowadays, and they take stuff off and everything. But as of right now, as of this moment in time, if you're in the UK, you can watch Bernie if you've got an Amazon Prime subscription. And I definitely suggest you do that because, like I said, it showcases Jack Black and Richard Linklater at their best. You can go and watch it now and thank me later. So that's the end of the video, folks. We really hope you enjoyed. We're now officially a third of the way through the 30-day film challenge. Again, try and get this channel to 100 subscribers and I'll add vodka to my milk on day 30. But until then, like the video, be sure to subscribe and comment in the comment section down below what film you believe doesn't get enough love. And if you wish to take part in this 30-day movie challenge yourself, you can head over to the Movies and Milk Instagram where you can find the template. And again, stay safe. Don't do anything stupid, and Matthew and I will see you again tomorrow. I think I'll leave it a bit.